Thumbnail is one of the most important factor in getting more views on your videos because it can increase click-through rate, which can boost your videos. So you don't have to miss this video, because in this video I'm going to show you how to create an eye-catching thumbnail for your videos so that you can grab your audience attention. So without any further, let's dive right into the Photoshop and get started. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop, and the first thing that you need to do is to create new document. I'm going with the full HD resolution with the size of 1920 by 1080. First of all, drag and drop your subject into the Photoshop, resize it and move it to the center. Now to remove the background, go to select and choose subject. Photoshop will make selection around your subject, and then click on this icon to create a layer mask. It will remove the background. Now drag and drop any background image into the Photoshop and move it beneath the subject layer. Blur it by going to filter, blur gallery and choose field blur. I wanna blur it about 30 pixel. Hit OK. Now create a curves adjustment layer on top of it and adjust the curves just like this to make it darker. Next, drag and drop this image into the Photoshop, flip it horizontally and confirm it. Also change its blend mode to color dodge. Now drag and drop this grunge image and change its blend mode to screen. Now select all of these layers and put them in a group by pressing Ctrl G. Let's call it background. Also delete this layer because we don't need it anymore. Select the subject layer and drag and drop this light image into the Photoshop. Press Ctrl U to open hue and saturation. Check this colorize option. Increase its saturation to about 80. Now press Ctrl T, move it right here and scale it. Confirm it and change its blend mode to linear dodge 8. Let's call it a red light. Duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J, move it to the left side, open its property, double click here and change its color to blue. Let's call it blue light. Put these two layers in a group and rename it lights. By the way, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to this channel yet. Anyways, now because we have these lights, we have to create these highlights on the subject. So create a hue and saturation adjustment layer on top of the subject. Check the colorize option, increase its saturation to about 50 and give it some lightness. Now it is affecting everything as you can see. So right click on it and choose create clipping mask so that it will only limit the layer beneath it, which is subject. Now right click on it and choose blending option. Take this underlying layer slider and slowly and gradually move it to the right side. Now hold Alt key on your keyboard and click on it to break it apart, and then move the slider to the right side just like this. Select its layer mask and invert it by pressing Ctrl I. Take the brush tool, make sure your foreground color is white. Select this saffron brush and brush on those areas, just like this. Now to create more bright highlights, let's create a curve adjustment layer and adjust it just like this. Go to the red channel and add some red color. Again, right click on it and choose create clipping mask. Invert its layer mask by pressing Ctrl I. Make the brush smaller and brush on those edges just like this. Repeat the same process for the left side, but change its color to blue. Next, drag and drop this PNG image into the Photoshop, resize it and move it right here. Right click on it and go to blending option. Click on drop shadow to add some depth. Now drag and drop this YouTube logo and move it right here. Right click on this layer and choose blending option. Again click on drop shadow to add some depth and click on this plus icon to create another drop shadow. This time change its blend mode to linear dodge 8 and change its color to red. Play with these settings and then hit OK. It will create this nice glow. Now the next thing that you need to do is to create a new layer on top of everything. Change your foreground color to black, pick the brush tool and brush on this area. Press Ctrl T and resize it. Also drop down its opacity to about 80%. Now select the type tool, click here and type your text. I want to select this first character and change its color. Confirm it and move it to the center. Now to add some more details, let's select the type tool once again, click here and add some text. Now select these two layers and put them in a group by pressing Ctrl G. Let's call it text. Right click on it and choose blending option. Click on drop shadow to add some depth. Now the last thing that you need to do is to create a new layer on top of everything and press Ctrl Alt Shift E to create a snapshot of everything. Convert this layer into a smart object so we can edit it later. Press Ctrl Shift A to open camera raw filter. Here drop down its temperature, increase its tint, give it some contrast and increase its texture clarity and dehaze to about 10 units. Hit OK. It will make it more dramatic. By the way, if you want to learn how to create this design, you can watch this video. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Also ring the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I post a new video just like this one. I'll be catch you in my next video. Till then, peace.